Hello and welcome to this week's harmonica lesson. So this week's harmonica lesson is more of a kind of exercise for you to work on. No matter what level you are on the harmonica, this is a great exercise to help you get more confident improvising and also improve your rhythm. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be using a hook. So that was the riff I was playing at the beginning, which is the I'm a Man riff. So that's just 2 draw, 4 blow, 3 draw half step bend, 2 draw. And we're using a C harmonica for this. We're playing in second position. And if you can't bend, don't worry. Just do 2 draw, 4 blow, 3 draw, 2 draw. So let's get the rhythm of that going. So we're starting just after beat 3 between the offbeat, on the offbeat between beat 3 and 4. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, so you'll notice we have a bit of space where we can improvise a little bit. So what I want you to do is I want you to get that going. Keep your foot tapping, keep your finger clicking, whatever you need. But make sure that you always come back at the right point. 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, so you're going to get that going and make sure that it feels nice and comfortable and you don't lose yourself in terms of the timing. And then to start with, we're just going to keep this really simple. You are going to improvise in the space in between, but you're only allowed to use the 2 draw and the 3 draw. That's it, nothing else. So I'll give you a little example of how you can do this. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you see how much variation you can get from just 2 notes. So you're going to have the discipline to just play those 2 notes and practice that for a good long time. And I want you to try and get into something that I call the Harmonica Trance. So what's the Harmonica Trance? The Harmonica Trance is where you're not on autopilot, because that means you're not thinking, but you're also not hyper-focused and anxious. You're just in this lovely state, where you're sitting on your front porch, you're maybe drinking some moonshine, and you're in the groove, and everything's just kind of going along nicely, like a train goes along nicely, and there's nothing breaking that rhythm and that flow. And you're coming back to that hook. And every single time. And you might look down at your watch and think, wow, I've been doing this for half an hour and I didn't even notice all the time go. And you come up with as many different variations as you can, just using those 2 notes. And so that's where you can start with this. But then what you can do is you can take it up a notch and you can start opening up the rest of the blues scale and improvising with that. And you can go further and further and further. So as long as you can fit it into that space between the repetitions of the riff, then you're all good. If you find that you're going too far and you're not coming back in time, then you need to scale things back and just simplify a little bit and get back into that rhythm before you try and go further. So I'll just show you. I'll gradually get more and more complex with it, and I'll get to the point where I'm overcomplicating, and then I'll bring back. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. find that you're losing that groove and it's starting to get a bit messy, just come back to playing one note. Come back to that 2 draw. So it's all about that groove. So you'll notice that my foot's been going the whole time, and that's because I can really feel that groove. And if that doesn't feel natural for you yet, don't worry about it. Put a metronome on, maybe set the metronome to 70 BPM, and just get that rhythm established. And the great thing about this exercise is that whatever level you are on the harmonica, you can make it fit you. As long as you can play that riff, with or without the bend, you can then start playing more or less complicated stuff in the space in between. Okay, so that's your homework for this week. And once you've been doing that for a little while and you want to take things up a notch or just change things up a little bit, I've actually put together a lesson that you can find in the description below, just with a variety of different hook licks, a little bit like that. So we've got that variation, then we've got the Hoochie Coochie Man, and then we've got the George Thorogood, Bad to the Bone. It doesn't really matter as long as you've got a nice hook to come back to. So if you want to get some more inspiration for those, just click on the link in the description below. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this week's lesson. Slightly different to the normal lessons. This is more of a kind of strategy and an exercise to help you get better improvisation and get better rhythm. But if you want to get next week's lesson and not miss out on that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you like this lesson, give me a thumbs up by clicking the like button below. And I will see you next Wednesday because I put out a new lesson every single week. Happy harping!